Everybody, and this is part 2 of my PS3 collection. This consists of the rest of my PS3 collection. Starting tomorrow, it's going to be broken off probably into 3 to 4 parts for each collection because I'm down to my final 4 collections. So this one is just going to be like an oversight of my rest of my PS3 collection. So let's get into it. First one is Back to the Future, the game. I never played it. My friend said he played it. If you're a fan of Back to the Future, you'll like it. If you're not, then you probably won't. Rise of the Argonauts. It's like a beat 'em up style. Something like God of War, Dante's Inferno, stuff like that. Only paid $5 for it. Haze, first person shooter. Another game I only paid $5 for. Demon Souls. This will be the last greatest hits that you'll see. This is a medieval RPG, action RPG. God of War Origins Collection. This has Chains of Olympus and Ghost of Sparta. I do own them on the PSP. Just it's convenient to have them on the PlayStation 3 at the same time. Final Fantasy 13-2. This was a lot easier to find in the Xbox 360 version. Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. Same as the first one. Something like Tomb Raider / Prince of Persia type deal. Resistance 2. First person shooter with aliens. Or third person shooter. I can't remember if it's third or first. Prince of Persia Trilogy. This has Sands of Time, Warrior Within, and the Two Thrones, and they're in remastered in high definition. Very great series. Jumping off walls, using the sands to reverse time, everything like that. Earth's Defense Force Insect Armageddon. Heard this is like a hidden gem on the consoles, so when I seen it for $5, I picked it up. I paid $4.50 for this one. Tomb Raider Underworld at GameStop. I do go to GameStop, not often, a couple times a year, because it's so far away from where I am. Dead Rising 2, Off the Record. I heard they took the character from the first game and just remade it and put him into it, which is awesome. I didn't care for the character in the second one. X-Men Origins Wolverine Uncaged Edition. Don't know if this is any different than the rest. Kung Fu Rider still sealed, and it probably will still stay sealed because I don't plan on getting the PlayStation Move, and it's required to play the game. The Jack and Daxter collection, 1, 2, and 3, remade in high definition. I had to pick this up. I'm a huge Jack and Dexter fan, and the minute I seen this, I was like, I wanted it, and it was $30 around here. So one day I went into my local pawn shop, and all of a sudden it was there for $5. I was like, already. So I picked it up. It was still in its wrapper and everything like that. So I opened it, went through it, and also that day I picked up Resistance 3. Same as all the rest. It's just aliens trying to take over, and you're finishing it off. This is Twisted Metal Limited Edition. Big fan of Twisted Metal. This game here includes a free downloadable game with purchase, Twisted Metal Black. I only paid $10 for this. If it was in the showcase, it was $40 or $50, and if it was on the side, it was $10, which is kind of weird because Walmart has been doing that an awful lot. I don't get it. If it's out of the showcase, it's cheaper than in the showcase. I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, it's a little bit weird. Picked this up at Black Friday this year. Two Worlds 2, action RPG. Just give me a second. Dishonored, heard it was a great game. Don't know what it's about, to tell you the truth. BioShock, first-person shooter, horror survival type game. Very awesome, I liked it. Wanted Weapons of Faith, another first-person shooter. Only paid like a couple bucks for this. Soul Calibur 4. Got it just mostly for Darth Vader. He plays Yoda in the 360 version, then he plays Darth Vader in this version. And I was talking. A funny story. I was talking to my friend about that a couple days prior to getting it, and then all of a sudden I went to the secondhand store and it was there, and I was like, "Oh, alrighty, this must be a sign." So I picked it up. This one here hasn't been out that long, and then all of a sudden I seen it for $10. I was like, already, it can't be that good of a game. But apparently it's something like Super Smash Brothers, and that's PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale. It has characters for like Drake from Uncharted, not Drake, I can't remember his name. Kratos, Ratchet, Sackboy from the Big Daddy, Sly Cooper, Fat Princess. Even has the guy from Infamous. You can play as all of them. Kratos has been appearing in a lot of fighting games, so yeah, that won't be a new surprise. Naughty Bear, don't know what this is about. It looks like a platformer game. Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. So yeah, I think it is Drake. I don't know what's the matter with my mind today. I don't know. This one here, I was surprised they released the two of them. Very good set. Ico is very hard to find on the PS2, and it's Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of the Colossus is just continuous boss fight after boss fight after boss fight, and Ico is you try to save the princess from going into darkness and everything like that. In a way, these are like two games, like sequels of each other. So I had no choice. I had to pick it up. The minute I seen it, but wanted it right away. Iron Man 2, paid a couple of dollars for this. Nothing too spectacular, it's just a fly around shooting things. I beat the first one. Like I said, it was no big game, it was just another movie title to me. Unreal Tournament, this has the guy from Gears of War into it, it's a first person shooter. Max Payne Tree, love the Max Payne series, haven't touched this one yet. It's a third person shooter where you run around and whatnot. One of the best games by far for blood and gore, and it was released in the last couple of years. I know it gets a lot of hate and whatnot, but I love this fucking game, and it's Splatterhouse. And by fact, you get 4 games in one because you get Splatterhouse 1, 2, and 3 as you go through the game. And go farther into the game, you get them all. I was a big fan. I used to own them for the Sega Genesis, and then I sold them off. Next one is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Bought this just to play with my friend online. Don't really care for Call of Duty. Mortal Kombat, the new one. This one is exclusive. You get to play as Kratos. I was going to get some points and go download Freddy Krueger this week. Lucha Libre Hero Del Ring. It's the AAA Wrestling Foundation. A lot of great wrestlers in there. I started watching a little bit more of it online and whatnot. Very good. Assassin's Creed 3. Just like the other Assassin's Creed games. Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Daiichi. This one here, the battle system changed up. I was used to the battle system from the PlayStation 2 whenever like that. And I thought this was the HD collection when I bought it. And then when I seen it, I was like, oh crap, I'm buying it anyway. But Dragon Ball Z, big fan of Dragon Ball Z nowadays. Wasn't when I was younger, now I am. Weird how things change. Syndicate, first person shooter. Dead Island Riptide Special Edition. I don't know if this is supposed to come with other stuff or not. I only got the game. And I'm looking for Dead Island on the PlayStation 3 so I can have the both games. Sly Cooper Collection. It has Sly Cooper and the Devious Raccoonus, Band of Thieves, and Honor Among Thieves. The back of this was badly damaged. I taped it up, made it look like it was brand new. I love Sly Cooper. I'm looking to pick up the newest one. I can't remember what it's called. Something in Time or something like that. Disgaea 4, A Promise Unforgotten. this game was hard to find. I never even seen it for a long while. And all of a sudden went to the pawn shop. And it was just sitting there, and I was like, okay, I need to get that game. Dragon's Dogma Dark Horizon. Good little action RPG. Diablo 3 still in its wrapper. Need to start playing this pretty soon because I paid expensive for this game and I love the Diablo series. And like I said, I just never hooked up my PlayStation 3 in a long while. Injustice: Gods Among Us. Picked this up for $15 with DC Universe. Genji: Days of the Blade. A launch title. It's like Destiny Wars, I find. Viking: Battle for Asgard. Something like Lord of the Ring games. This is another action RPG. Untold Legends: Dark Kingdom. Stormrise: first-person shooter. And Singularity. If you watched my recent pickups, you would see these games in there. And the cream of the crop, and the only special edition I do have in the whole thing, and that is the collector's edition of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I have a few minutes here to open it up, show you what's in it. This was one of the main things I wanted into it. Gotta take your key, and there you go. Pops right up. The Jester. Got this for relatively cheap compared to the online prices. Also has the art book map of the place. This is the map. I can show you that. Some of the artwork into it, like scenes and everything like that. It's very nice. Like I said, one of the most prized possessions I have right now from my PS3 because I don't have many collector's editions. The game is in great shape. Picked this up for a little over $25, so which is a good deal because I seen online they go for very expensive and whatnot. So yeah, that's my PS3 collection. I know it's nothing spectacular. I have mostly all the games that are supposed to be with the PS3 collection. Sorry about that, I'm just trying to put it back in. So yeah, that's my PS3 collection. Tomorrow I think is my regular Xbox, because you can't call it Xbox One anymore, because it's not the first original Xbox anymore. So that's the next collection I think I'm going to do. I believe so. And I will catch you tomorrow, and I'll have a game review up a little bit later today. So please enjoy, and thank you for watching.